What does Om Mani Padme Hum mean? The term mantra comes from Sanskrit and means an instrument of thought, and sacred text. Mantras can help us reinstate lost self-esteem, discipline, motivation, and more. And one of the most popular spiritual mantras of all time is Om Mani Padme Hum, which is exactly what I'm going to break down in this video. Where did Om Mani Padme Hum origin? It is said that the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum originated from one of the Mahayana Sutra, i.e. the Karandavua Sutra, which includes the Avalokitesvara's manifestations and works. In Tibetan Buddhism, in particular, the Karandavua Sutra is one of the most significant texts. The most significant mantra associated with a bodhisattva is the 6 syllables Buddhist chant, Om Mani Padme Hum. This mantra is found carved and painted on rocks or on hillsides wherever a Tibetan Buddhist settlement exists. This mantra is written on paper and mounted on the prayer wheels that line the outside walls of Buddhist monasteries and temples in various shapes and sizes. Tibetan Buddhists are often seen with handheld prayer wheels accompanied by prayer beads when reciting this mantra. It is known that the entire Tibetan Buddhist world vibrates with the vibrations created by reciting the Avalokitesvara mantra, which is an important aspect of understanding resonance. What does Om Mani Padme Hum actually mean? The core enunciation of Om Mani Padme Hum comes from Tibetan Buddhism and has several implications and meanings attached to it. For the Tibetan Buddhists affiliated with the Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara, the 6 syllables uttered in Om Mani Padme Hum make it the most significant mantra. The meaning of this rhythmic chant in English can be interpreted as praise to the jewel in the lotus. According to His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, the mantra should be recited with a focused concentration on its actual meaning. The 6 syllables Om Mani Padme Hum helps achieve perfection, which is said to be as the mind of a Buddha. Although this is better known for its Buddhist ties, it can also be used in your yoga practice during mantra meditation. Meaning of Om. Om, in this case, is like setting the intention to become enlightened. By chanting Om at the start of the mantra, we are connecting with energy that will drive us through this practice and, ultimately, through transformation. In yoga, Om is the original sound of the universe. It's the humming vibration that the universe makes as it unfolds into existence. When we invoke this Bia mantra, we are aligning ourselves with the great and vast universal energy. In Buddhism, Om symbolizes the practitioner and represents the impure body, speech, and mind of the human. When we chant this sound, we can slowly transform your impure body into the likeness of this Buddha with pure exalted body, speech, and mind. In fact, that's how the Buddha came to be enlightened, by purifying his body, speech, and mind. In summary, Om sets the intention for our practice. Meaning of Mani. Mani literally translates to jewel or bead. Just as a jewel can save us from poverty, so too can this mantra save us from spiritual poverty. In this way, Mani represents our dedication to the methods, aka chanting mantras, for achieving an altruistic intention to become compassionate and loving. When broken down, Ma helps us practice pure ethics and Ni helps us develop tolerance and patience. In summary, just like Om helps us get in the right headspace for this practice, Mani helps us get in the right heart space. Meaning of Padme. The 2 syllables in the word Padme translate to lotus, which traditionally symbolizes wisdom and purity. Just as the lotus flower grows out of mud, but is not stained by the mud, so too does wisdom grow out of conflict without being stained by it. In yoga, this is a huge part of our practice. We are constantly learning how to step out of our human selves and view reality from our spiritual selves. And if you want to take it a step further, many would argue that we don't even have a spiritual self, but are simply a drop in the vast pool of the single universal consciousness. When we can connect with that and remember that during the most frustratingly tough times this reality will inevitably bring, then we can emerge from them like a lotus emerges from the mud. In summary, Padme reminds us to not be attached to the conflict that we experience. Meaning of hum. The final syllable hum is the indivisible union of method, aka your dependence on the practice, and the wisdom you can transform into enlightenment. Thus the 6 syllables symbolize purity and can be achieved by the unity of method and wisdom. So in this way recitation of the mantra helps achieve perfection in the 6 practices from generosity to wisdom. The path of these 6 perfections is the path walked by all the Buddhas of the 3 times. What could then be more meaningful than to say the mantra and accomplish the 6 perfections? In summary, hum is method and wisdom symbolized in the final syllable of this mantra. Om Mani Padme Hum benefits. Om Mani Padme Hum is an incredible chant, and in each and every syllable there seems to be magic that makes it more phenomenal. The merits of reciting this mantra are infinite, and even Buddha could not completely explain it. The frequencies associated with each syllable can be actuated by chanting this mantra to resonate at frequencies known to bring a shift at a physical and biological level. Some of the benefits associated with chanting this mantra are: first benefit, awaken consciousness. The best way to awaken the consciousness inside is to recite a mantra, and it will demonstrate a calming effect on the body and help achieve perfection. The mantra Om Mani Padme Hum, in particular, is a great expression of love and compassion of all the Buddhas. This encourages us to cultivate love and compassion in order to make our lives full of meaning. This mantra can also provide healing and used as a prayer for all sentient beings. For the Om Mani Padme Hum mantra, the frequencies associated with the syllable Om will show a direct impact on the body and is thus the most significant and effective mantra for Buddhist meditation. Buddhist philosophy also states that a practitioner's impure body, speech, and mind can be transformed into pure ones by chanting the Om syllable. It is said that this transformation is a consequence of the frequencies generated while chanting this syllable interacting with gamma waves. Second benefit, improve the nervous system. The syllable Om is considered to be a holy syllable. In order to understand the sound Om and its effect on the nervous system, a group of researchers carried out a study that looked at exactly that. The group verified this chant as a brain stabilizer and proposed that one would enter deeper and deeper into one's own natural state by practicing it. Third benefit, increased mental activity/cognitive development. The way the mantra impacts cognition all comes down to the vibrations made while chanting the mantra. In fact, many in the pseudoscience and neo-yoga circles are trying to replicate those same effects with brainwave exercises. Brainwave exercise, often referred to as a binaural beat, is becoming a common way of inducing and accessing our untapped capacity in desired mental states. Binaural beats are oral sounds played at various frequencies in each ear. The 170.66 Hz frequency is very close to 174 Hz, which is part of the ancient solfeggio scale and often believed to be a natural anesthetic because it helps to minimize physical and energetic pain. In the mantra, the Om consists of 3 frequencies: 110.76 Hz, 170.66 Hz, and 289.13 Hz, where the first frequency of 110.76 Hz is part of the gamma wave frequencies recorded in the brain and thus facilitates the entry of gamma brainwaves. increased mental activity/cognitive development, freedom from distractibility, high levels of info processing, learning and concentration, high short-term memory capability, and migraine prevention have been shown by gamma wave activity. The syllable MA is made up of 5 frequencies, of which 2 frequencies are unique to that syllable. The 139.86 Hz frequency is part of the gamma wave sequence that is considered to demonstrate enhanced mental activity/cognitive development. Similar frequencies are seen in the syllables NI and PAD, where some of the frequencies also match the syllable MA. The NI syllable has a frequency of 377.23 Hz, close to 396 Hz, which is also part of the ancient solfeggio scale. It cleanses the sense of guilt, which is also one of the underlying barriers to success, allowing tasks to be accomplished in the most direct way. The frequency of 396 Hz explores latent blockages, implicit pessimistic attitudes, and thoughts that have contributed to your current circumstances. The me and hum syllables also display a common frequency pattern that overlaps with other patterns of the syllable. 122.76 Hz and 122.1 Hz are also part of the sequence of gamma waves that are considered to display increased mental activity/cognitive development, freedom from distraction, high levels of info processing, learning and concentration, high short-term memory capacity, and prevention of migraine. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching. May this video bring you all the happiness. Goodbye.